These are your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. I'm Brandon Isle. Idaho's 4 electors officially cast their ballots Tuesday for president and vice president. Secretary of State Phil McGrain presided over the vote in the Lincoln Auditorium in the Idaho State Capitol. Vicki Keene, Jean Mollenkoff-Moore, Brent Regan, and Doyle Beck were first chosen by the Idaho Republican Party and then elected by Idaho voters in the general election. McGrain certified the votes and is now sending them to Washington, D.C. ahead of the official vote during a joint session of Congress on January 6th. McGrain says this is the first time in recent history the vote was open to the public. The Rexburg Area Chamber of Commerce announced it has named a new president and CEO of the organization. Diane Bruce takes over for Janelyn Holt. Bruce grew up in LaBelle and went to Rigby Elementary before her father's work took the family all over the United States. She attended Ricks College and later completed cosmetology school and worked in salon and retail management for 11 years and then another 10 years in beauty and wellness education. She and her husband Neil returned to Rexburg 3.5 years ago. Taking a hayride to look at Christmas lights can be a magical experience, and this year you can see the lights with Roscoe the Goat. Nikki Jorgensen with SRD Traveling Therapy Animals says she and her husband wanted to have more fun things for families to do, so they started the annual hayride about 6 years ago. They decided to add Roscoe to the ride this year.
He's as sweet as a little kitten. He likes to rub his face on you sometimes, and he's just very, very sweet.
Oh,
Nothing to worry about with Roscoe.
that's so sweet. Oh my goodness.
But I never thought I'd pick a goat to go on the hayride, but he's just too wonderful.
Oh.
What an opportunity. The rides load at Hiskey and Butte in Pocatello and are $5 a person or $20 for a family up to 6. The rides are Friday the 20th through Tuesday the 24th from 6 to 8 each night. You can reserve a ride or even book a private hayride just by calling 208-705-8978. Folks in Ashton who run Airbnb rentals will now need to register with the city. The Standard Journal reports the city approved a new code allowing for short-term rentals in residential areas. Registration costs $50 initially and then $25 a year. Airbnb owners have until September to initially register. Owners must also have somebody available to check on the property within 10 minutes if there's an issue that happens. According to a search of Airbnb, Ashton has more than 550 overnight rentals starting at about $80 a night. Thanks for listening. These have been your evening headlines for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. You can jump into more great content from the station on our podcast feed and on social media. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite social and podcast platforms. I'm Brandon Isle, and this is BYU-Idaho Radio.